Philadelphia, it's time. Good morning, NFL fans. Good morning, Philadelphia Eagles fans. To a new season here in Philadelphia, where our Eagles kick off fresh hope with a new coach, a new quarterback, a new way of playing football here in Philly. Notice this year I did not do any preseason football talks at all because I understood that we're going to have a new coach, which means a new mentality, new player base, getting away from what was done in the Chip Kelly era. I didn't want to get attached to anybody. I didn't want to overreact. And as well as, not just with the players, but also with our record. We went undefeated this year, kind of like last year, and preseason means nothing. Talking about all the throws Sam Bradford had would mean nothing now, especially since he's not here. We'll talk about that in a second. So yes, this is a new season, new way of doing football here in Philly. Talking about Sam Bradford, you have to talk about what we're shedding away in order to talk about what we're going to be doing in the future. I'm very straightforward, and you know that if you've been watching my videos. So here's my take, and I'm going to leave it at this. Players like Sam Bradford cannot make it here in Philadelphia. Sam had an issue when we did draft Carson Wentz and said, hey, look, we're going to put him on the bench. You can prove to do whatever you want to do. He didn't like that because he felt like his job was at stake and he wasn't just being given the keys to our city's football team. Newsflash, Sam, anything worth doing, you have to fight for. I fight for my marriage, I fight for being a good father, I fight for what I believe can be done here in Philadelphia and what I believe can happen in the United States and the world. If you don't like competition, if you don't like to have heart to be where you should be, you have no place here in Philadelphia. So I'm very happy that Minnesota actually traded away first round draft pick, and I think either a third or a fourth, to us to get Sam Bradford so they can potentially win a bunch of games in the playoffs in their new stadium. To all my Minnesota fans out there, I'm sorry because I don't believe in the heart of Sam Bradford. I think he has the arm, I think he has all the tools. I don't think he has it up here. And that's all I got to say about that. Chip Kelly, good luck in San Francisco. I'm not going to hate on Chip Kelly, but I was at the Washington game last year, and when we went to go attempt to punt on fourth and I believe 7, once again, showed heart defect. You can make all the mistakes in the world. Trust me, Andy Reid was horrible when it came to time management, clock management, but I never had to doubt his heart. There's players that we're going to talk about, like a Brian Dawkins and a Reggie White and Bill Bergey and Randall Cunningham, Dick Vermeil, players and coaches that they might not have won the entire thing, but you didn't have to doubt their heart to win. So going forward, Doug Peterson, Carson Wentz, and anybody else that finds themselves representing my city wearing the eagle on their helmet, on their sleeve, play to win from inside here. You can have all the tools you want. If you're a loser up here, you can't win here. Win here, and that gives us the best shot as a family to win on the field and hopefully win the Super Bowl. Getting to football, we play the Cleveland Browns. Yes. Good morning. We play the Cleveland Browns this week. A historically struggling organization. They passed up on Carson Wentz because they drafted horribly at quarterback. I mean, the list. I mean, I could probably put a list right here of all the quarterbacks they've had since like 2000. And none of them panned out. So instead of using their second draft pick to draft another quarterback to potentially not pan out, they decided to move back, get a lot of draft picks, and go with RG3. RG3, of course, having a lot to prove because he was sat on the bench for various reasons in Washington, and he wants to prove that his career is not over. So I believe that makes a player more dangerous because he's already lost something, so he knows what it's like to lose his career. So now he can play all out. So I wouldn't take that part for granted. Plus, our offense is struggling right now. It's going to take time to gel with our wide receivers, with our tight ends, with our offensive line that's getting older, that needs to recycle, with our new quarterback. This year, we actually have to depend on our defense, which I actually like, because I remember the late 80s, the early 90s, where our defense was absolutely awesome. And as everybody knows, and even Peyton Manning last year had to depend on his defense in order to win the whole thing. Defense is what wins championships. So I'm very much looking forward to this year because I'm okay that it seems like the defense is in front of the offense. Because when the offense starts clicking, the defense is already there, then we have the recipe to win. And what I hope is to win the whole thing. And yes, I'm crazy enough to say I hope we win the whole thing this year. I am not watching Philadelphia Eagles football so we can just win a couple games or receive a participation trophy. I think it's possible to win the whole thing. It's possible for Ben Roethlisberger, it's possible for Tom Brady. Shoot, I think even Kurt Warner, when he came into the league, he won the whole thing. Why isn't it not possible for us? If it doesn't happen, am I going to stop being an Eagles fan? No. But do I believe the Eagles have a shot to win every single week? Yes. Yes, I do. So I'm looking forward to that. But I do have to finish this video this week on an idea. On an idea that is, yes, influenced by a player's actions to sit down during the national anthem. Here's my take on this. You guys that know, and especially see the beginning credits of this video, you know that I'm a prior serviceman. I served in the United States Navy for a total of 8 years, 6 years active, 2 years reserve. And I fought for this country, and I potentially could have died for this country and the freedoms that standing up for what I believe in and what I'm willing to fight for has given. I do this video, yes, it's a lot of fun. I get to come down here, City Hall, talk football, yell, scream, see people off to their jobs, and encourage whoever decides to watch to live for something better, and in a fun way by watching football. But what I'm willing to live is not to allow for the minority of ignorant people to cause for me to sit down for what I believe in. If anything, that strengthens me to stand up that much more for what I believe in. So that small group of people doesn't silence stronger voice, stronger heart, stronger belief, stronger idea. Colin Kaepernick, I get what you're trying to do. I get it. I appreciate that you want to try to do something to show that you care about lives, because that, in the end, that's what really matters. In the end, yes, I'm about to say this, the Super Bowl trophy does not matter. It doesn't. People do. And what we're willing to do to work together to make this world a better place, that's what matters. But what I hope is that you use the stage of the NFL with the talents and skills that you have, being an NFL quarterback, to stand up for what you believe in, to fight for it every single minute. Make America what you believe it's supposed to be and stand up for that. Don't sit down. Stand up. Because in the end, that's what makes the difference. But enough about that. You guys know how I close. About an idea. About a belief. About a hope. About fun. This is all about fun. About bringing a city together in a football stadium to be able to share our thoughts and ideas and have fun in the process. So to our new hope, to our new beginning, to our new coach Doug Peterson, to Carson Wentz, to everybody here in Philadelphia, and anybody that wants to see us do something great. Go Birds! E-I-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Go Birds!